Hey, what's up, guys? It's Carlos here. Let's talk, the voice of El Paso. So, I've been meaning to talk about this subject for a while. I haven't gotten a chance to really do a video on it. So today I got a little bit of time. Let's talk about it. Saudi Arabia getting involved in the boxing game. What do y'all think about it? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to tell you, I feel a few different ways about it. Not necessarily bad, not necessarily good, not good or bad, a little bit of both. One is they're creating an environment where there's no excuse for fighters not to fight. That is a huge plus for us because that means they can bankroll these fights that we, you, me, everybody else wants to see. That's bad for the boxers because then they don't have the excuse of, I'm not getting paid enough for this fight. But that's good for us because that puts them in a situation where now they kind of have to bend to the will of the people a little bit, right? Second, though, and this is kind of supporting the same idea, is the fact that the guy that's in charge of entertainment for the nation is a part of the government. I believe, he may or may not be part of the royal family, but he has the political influence in order to make those things happen. So why I think that's good for the sport, but I'm going to say this also on the flip side of that, it's also, what does that do for American promoters? That's not necessarily good for them either, because now if these guys have that kind of money where they can bankroll so much stuff, what's to stop them from saying, you know what, we're going to become our own promoter. We're going to become boxing promoters. We're going to hire scouts. We're going to do all the things that all these other guys are doing. And we're going to just sit there and we're going to destroy the market. Well, the United States, Mexico, Canada, to a certain extent, some Western European countries, that's really bad for those promoters. It puts them in a situation where they have to step their game up. Again, that's good for us because, believe it or not, competition between all these guys, even at the promotion level, is good for us because that requires everybody to continue to step their game up. What that also does is that brings a whole new economy and a whole new region of the world into the boxing game, which means more guys will be fighting. And me personally, I don't care what country you come from. If you're a country that doesn't have a ton of fighters, but like them, you can develop them because it's a growing market, by all means, give us more fighters. Give us the fights we want. So, you know, this, with Saudi Arabia getting involved, there is so many potential outcomes now that we may not have seen in the past just because of the way boxing is. Now, you know, I saw an article saying, well, the Saudis are doing this so that way the people can kind of be hidden from all the other things that they do in their country. Okay, I got that from a political standpoint. But the fact of the matter is, as far as the sport is concerned, you know, it is good for us, the individual fan. Now, the flip side of that becomes then the argument will turn in the other direction of, well, if this country has terrible human rights laws, why should we support them? See what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of different things that are involved in this, and I know that the politics aspect really isn't talked about by me, and I really don't want to get into it because I want to talk about the sport in its purest form. But the fact of the matter, with Saudi Arabia entering the ring, see what I did there? They entered the ring. They put their hat in the ring. Sorry, that jokes, can't help it. Anyway, there's other things that are not going to be discussed. But politics is already in boxing. Because as we know, when Ukraine was attacked by Russia, Many of the governing bodies of boxing put sanctions on the Russian boxing program as a way to penalize that nation for what their government was doing. So it's there. We just try not to talk about it too much. But I want to know what y'all thoughts are. Am I reaching? If y'all think I'm reaching, just go ahead and tell me, hey man, you're reaching. If I'm not reaching and you think this has the potential to go somewhere, by all means comment. Always comment, you know. You don't have to be a super big fan to get involved in this conversation. You can be an everyday fan, a casual fan, as some would say. So let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget, like, comment, share, repost, save, follow me, subscribe, and if you're on YouTube, go ahead and follow me on YouTube. Link is in the bio. All right, as always, this is Carlos, and let's talk, the voice of El Paso.